Hello and welcome to another episode of Have You Heard? My name's Richard, and today we are listening to Marillion, and we're listening to Sugar Mice from their fourth album, Clutching at Straws. Um, this is a lovely song, and it's the first time we've done Marillion on the channel. I'm sure many of you know, if you're a prog fan, you'll probably know Marillion. I think they're typified as a UK NEO-PROG band. That was the term used back in the day when people were playing prog after the heyday of the 70s, I guess. Marillion started right at the end of the 70s, I believe. This is their fourth album, and it's the final album with their original frontman, Fish, whose real name was Derek Dick. He left after this album, I think claiming that the band were getting a bit too big. He didn't like that. But it's a lovely album. This is my favourite Marillion album. And probably not as well known as the previous one, which was Misplaced Childhood, which had Kaylee and Lavender and those big hits on it. But it's a beautiful song. And I'm playing it as well because a good friend of mine who I'll be spending Christmas Day with, it's his favourite song. And hopefully if he gets a chance to see this video, he'll know who he is. And hopefully he'll enjoy listening to Sugar Mice again. But let's play the song first of all, and then we can talk about it a little more afterwards. So here we go. It was released in 1987. June 1987, and it was fairly successful, particularly in the UK. Anyway, let's have a listen to it. Sugar Mice by Marillion.
I was flicking through the channels on the TV on a Sunday in Milwaukee in the rain, trying to piece together conversations, trying to find out where to lay the blame. But when it comes right down to it, there's no use trying to pretend. But when it gets right down to it, there's no one here that's left to blame. Blame it on me. You can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain. I heard Sinatra calling me down through the floors, where you pay a quarter for a partnership in rhyme. To the jukebox crying in the corner, while the waitress is counting out the time. But when it gets right down to it, there's no one really left to blame. Blame it on me. Oh, you can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain. Well, the toughest thing that I ever did was talk to the kids on the phone. When I heard them asking questions and knew that you were all alone. Can't you understand that the government left me out of work? I just couldn't stand the looks on the faces saying what a jerk. So if you want my address, it's number 1 at the end of the bar, where I sit with the broken angels, clutching at straws and nursing our scars. Blame it on me, blame it on me. Sugar mice in the rain. Your daddy took a rain chair. Your daddy took a rain chair.
That's Sugar Mice by Marillion. It's a very sad song. It's a concept album, Clutching at Straws, about a young man with a young family who loses his job, cannot find another job, goes searching around trying to find one, sort of sinks into despair and sinks into alcohol. It's not the happiest album, and there you can tell on that song he's kind of come to terms with the fact that it's probably his fault, and he's sort of recognizing that, and having to deal with the fact that the kids are wondering where he is. Yes, it's it's not the happiest album, but it's stunning music. This is my favorite Marillion album from the first 4 that they did with their original frontman. And of course, when he left the band, when Fish left the band, there was kind of like a similar kind of thing to Genesis. Who's going to take over? How can anyone take over? And they found a vocalist and instrumentalist called Steve Hogarth, who has a different kind of voice altogether, really, but really fitted in with the way that they compose music, and they've done pretty well since with him. And I'll be playing some Marillion music from that era further down the line. There's some beautiful stuff there too. But this album is gorgeous. I put this in the car in my CD player in the car, and 50 minutes later, it's sort of, I've enjoyed every second of it, and I'm nearly at my destination. It's a wonderful driving album for some reason. They're all super musicians. Ian Mosley on drums and Pete Trewavas on bass, a really good rhythm section. Mark Kelly on keyboards and Steve Rothery on guitar. And you just listen to that guitar on that track, both the picking to begin with and then that soaring solo. That's very much his trademark, and it's wonderful to listen to. I've never seen them live. I wish I had. I think they are still playing. Of course they are, and they've been recording albums all the way through to this decade. It's very difficult to keep up with them because they've made quite a few. I've got a smattering of them. I need to investigate more. I really do, and I would urge anybody who likes prog and who hasn't listened to Marillion to take dip your toe in the water and have a listen. They're really, really very good. So there we go. That's Clutching at Straws. That's Marillion. And the song was Sugar Mice. number 22. It was a single, number 22 in the UK charts. So it had some success. And the album did very well. I think it got to about number 2. But not so much in the States, but quite well received in Europe as well. And they're in what happened? I think they got dropped by their label in the 90s, the late 90s, and they were one of the first bands to start self-funding their albums, and they got their fans to contribute towards the funding of albums, and they repaid them, if you like, with gigs, and they struggled through a tough time and have come out of it the other side stronger and stronger, and still producing wonderful music. So they've done it the hard way: success, then a drop off, and then success again. Quite a lesson to musicians of today, I believe. Tell me what you think of the song. Are you a Marillion fan? There must be plenty of Marillion fans out there. I'm sure there are. I know reaction channels such as the Daily Doug have been playing a fair bit of Marillion, and others. I think Jim Newstead, he's also played Marillion and likes Marillion. So there's plenty out there, but this particular song, Sugar Mice, only had about 4 or 5 reaction videos on YouTube, so it's been slightly overlooked. Kaylee is the one that dominates, but I think this is stronger, much stronger. Tell me what you think. Please like and subscribe the video. Likes and subscribing helps us get the algorithm working on our behalf, and pushing us out to more and more people. We would like to do that because we want to build a community where we can all share music with each other. We just need to get it a little bit bigger first of all. So please do. And feedback. I need feedback. I love feedback. So comments, please. Tell me all about your Marillion history. I would really like to read that. So there we are. That's our video for today. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and there'll be a video out for tomorrow. I think we'll give Christmas Day a miss, and I'll have a break, but we'll get cracking again after on Boxing Day. But thanks very much. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed playing Marillion for the first time, and I'm pretty hopeful that it won't be the last. But until I see you again on the next video, which will be tomorrow, thanks very much, everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.